Hi everyone, it's Beth. This one is Stencils. I've kind of really gotten into stencils over the last little bit. Let's see. My first one I wasn't so thrilled with. This one's really hard to work with. This is a Hero, I think. Yeah, Hero. And so it turned me off of stencils for a little while. And I bought lots of stamps early on when I really started getting into the mixed media and using layerings. Because this one's really hard to use. I find now it's still hit or miss. It's stars and moons, so I mean, I'll use it because I like the content. The big ones actually are really nice for using as a template. So this one kind of just soured me temporarily for quite a while on stencils in general. So yeah, and I focused kind of on stamps for a long while. And then, where are you? Then this, let's pull these three out. Then this one came into my life. And I started to actually see what a stencil could do and how much I could enjoy them. Because this one works really easily. It rarely goes wrong. I can ink spray with it easily. I can use heavier paints with it and get really nice images. So that kind of started me on the road to actually being more open to using stencils. Oh, I picked up that one, and I think these are, this is Crafters Workshop. I think these three are Crafters Workshop, and this one's Diane Reevely. So I'm not sticking to one brand. I'm buying from different brands. Then I came upon this one, which is a floral. I don't ever clean mine, so they're filthy, dirty, and they kind of create interesting colors when you use mediums, especially if you're using ink sprays. Really like this one. And the thing I think I noticed, this one's really heavy, and these are floppy. And I think that's part of what makes these more successful for me over these, is the floppy factor. I don't know. That star one's really hard to work with. Then I wanted some numbers, so I got this number jumble, and even just like a regular kids kind of stencil of 1, 2, 3 ABC stuff looks really cool when you're art journaling. I wanted something other than, this is very similar to using bubble wrap, but it's different at the same time. And I got this cute little flower thing on the edge. This one's from Diane Reevely. Then I wanted some kind of mandala, and I came across this one. You can see a little bit better. Or maybe the gray might. But there's that one. It's got several mandalas and an elephant. The elephant, I was not sure if it was going to work well, and he works really well. I was really happy. So you can see there's a small one, a large one, and then a kind of a mid-size, and then a small one. As you can tell, this is probably like one of my favorite stencils. It gets used all the frickin' time. And this one, who is this one? I don't, oh, there it is, Folk Art, Plaid Folk Art. Really, this stencil works very well. It's one of my favorites. Then I came across this one. I'm going to leave it in because it's too hard to get in and out. And it's just kind of these weird pebbly things. And probably, no, not my most recent, almost my most recent. Use this quite a bit already. Really loving it. I want to say this is another, yep, Crafters Workshop. Crafters Workshop has some nice stencils, and like this is asymmetrical, which I like about that. So you can go big, medium, small, there's little ones, and I rarely use a whole stencil in something like this large. You can, depending on the size you're painting, and then vary it, but usually I just kind of am very whatevery with it. Don't use the whole thing. These are technically wall stencils, and these are Martha Stewart. These are floppy too compared to, like, see, that doesn't flop. This one has more. Let's hold up this end. Yeah, see this one? Yeah. Trying to, yeah, it doesn't translate. This one lacks flop. I think that's kind of part of what makes a good stencil. These are wall stencils. These are very floppy, and you get a lot on them. There's that pattern, you got that pattern, you got these little circular things, little starbursts, another pattern up there, and there's 3 stencils, 3 big stencils in here. I haven't used one of them yet. Use this one, and this is the other one with a multiple on it. That's just a big long one, and if you're working big, this kind of stuff really works really nice. And this one, you got that one, that little corner thing there, which actually looks kind of cool on its own, of a flower shape, and then another geometric. Work really nice. Once again, they flop though. This does not flop. I mean, look at that. You know, it's like, nope, not floppy. Whoops, sorry, wrong one. That one's still not floppy. This one, yeah, is still floppier than the star one, which don't flop much. But really enjoying that. I've been using stencils more and more in layering, creating textures, and I've also made a few of my own. There's this little one here. Let me see it. Let's put it in the light. There we go. It is really cute, and that's just from like a stencil. It's kind of more heavy along the lines of that one, but it's small enough so it works well. This lines. These are this is from Birchbox. This is telling me what's in my Birchbox that I made a stencil out of. And it's got a nice heft to it, so it works well. With ink sprays, they do get saturated very fast and get wet. Here's another one I made, just some kind of diamond-shaped geometrics. Just fun. Kind of a circular stencil. I didn't know that one has both sides. They're easy to make. You can just punch holes. Seriously, it looks cute when you spray and use it as a stencil. It's very simple. Did that one. So there's a variety of ways you can bring stencils in, and I even discovered there's like stencil cutters for this stuff. I'm like, oh my god, I'm thinking on that one. There are a variety of ways to bring stencils into your work. Some are more expensive, some are less expensive. And I kind of just pick things that I know I'm going to use a lot. I try not to just buy them because they're super cool. Which is kind of hard at times because I like them. And I use them a lot, so it's definitely been worth the expense of buying them for me. Once I kind of found out what I liked in a stencil. That was kind of the key, was finding out what I like in a stencil. Okay, that is on my stencil addiction. I'll have to show you the stamp collection at some point. Yeah, we'll show you the stamp collection as our next, what are we kind of addicted to in the world of mixed media. All right, bye-bye.